Welcome to Unlocking Profit, Mastering the Value Chain, where we explore practical ways to increase profitability by improving every step from sourcing to delivery. In this session, I will guide you through key concepts, real-world examples, and actionable strategies you can apply to streamline operations, strengthen relationships, and drive sustainable competitive advantage. This slide outlines the roadmap for our discussion, highlighting 6 areas we'll cover: an introduction to value chain mastery, analysis techniques, optimization tactics, strategic considerations, case studies, and measurement approaches. Think of this as our itinerary. Each section builds on the last, so you can connect ideas and apply them to your own business. Section 1 introduces the idea of mastering the value chain and why it matters now more than ever. We'll define what a value chain is, look at how analyzing it reveals opportunities for cost reduction and differentiation, and set expectations for what you should be able to do by the end of this module. A value chain includes every activity a company performs to create and deliver value, from raw material sourcing to after-sales service. Analyzing it helps you spot inefficiencies and differentiation opportunities, which can translate into higher margins and a stronger market position. In short, understanding your value chain is the first step toward purposeful improvement. The goal of this presentation is to equip you with practical tools and knowledge to analyze and optimize your value chain for profitability and resilience. We'll cover key frameworks, real-world examples, and strategic considerations, so you can adapt these ideas to different industries and business models with confidence. Now we shift to analyzing your current value chain, where we put theory into practice. This section will help you map what you do today, measure how well each activity performs, and benchmark against competitors so you can prioritize the highest impact improvements and build a clear action plan. Start mapping your value chain by separating primary activities like inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing, and service from support activities like procurement and HR. Visualizing these flows exposes handoffs and bottlenecks, and helps you see where small changes can produce outsized improvements in speed, cost, and customer value. When assessing performance, focus on cost analysis to find where expenses can be reduced, and value analysis to identify activities that add the most to the customer experience. Evaluating both cost and value helps you make smarter trade-offs between efficiency and differentiation, guiding decisions about where to invest or streamline. Benchmarking against competitors reveals gaps and potential advantages you can exploit. Analyze competitive value chains to understand their strengths and weaknesses. Then compare metrics like delivery, speed, quality, and cost to spot opportunities for differentiation or catch-up moves that will improve your market position. Section 3 explores optimizing your value chain, where we translate analysis into concrete improvements. This part focuses on operational changes, supplier strategies, and customer-facing initiatives that not only reduce costs, but also enhance the value your company delivers to customers and stakeholders. To streamline operations, adopt process improvement techniques such as Lean and Six Sigma to reduce waste and variation, and consider automation to handle repetitive tasks. Combining better processes with targeted technology improves accuracy, increases throughput, and frees people to work on higher value activities across the value chain. Improving supplier relationships is a powerful lever for performance. Develop strategic sourcing to secure high-quality inputs at competitive prices, and collaborate with suppliers on design and forecasting to reduce lead times and build supply chain visibility, which helps you respond faster to changing demand and market conditions. Customer experience sits at the end of the value chain and can make or break profitability. Implement CRM systems to personalize interactions and use feedback mechanisms like surveys and reviews to gather insights that drive product and service improvements, ultimately boosting satisfaction, loyalty, and lifetime value. In this strategic section, we examine high-level choices that shape the value chain, such as make versus buy, global expansion, and sustainability. These decisions influence cost structures, control, and long-term resilience, so they require careful alignment with your company's core capabilities and strategic priorities. When deciding between vertical integration and outsourcing, weigh control and cost advantages against flexibility and investment requirements. Vertical integration can reduce dependency and raise margins but requires capital and management bandwidth, while outsourcing can free resources to focus on core strengths and scale more quickly. Global value chains offer growth and efficiency but introduce complexity. Managing global operations means navigating cultural differences, regulations, geopolitical risks, and currency swings, while adapting value chain practices to local market preferences through partnerships, joint ventures, or tailored offerings. Sustainable value chains are no longer optional. Integrate environmental practices to reduce emissions, waste, and resource use, and uphold social responsibility by ensuring fair labor and safe working conditions. These actions protect brand reputation, meet regulatory expectations, and increasingly influence customer and investor decisions. Section 5 presents case studies and examples to illustrate how theory translates into results, showing practical approaches successful companies use to optimize their value chains and achieve better speed, quality, and profitability in real markets. Look at Toyota to understand lean manufacturing and continuous improvement, where waste reduction and process discipline drive consistent quality and cost advantages. Then examine Zara's fast fashion model to see how vertical integration and agile production enable rapid response to trends, shrinking lead times, and matching supply to demand quickly. Value chain innovation can create major competitive separation. Amazon demonstrates how an integrated e-commerce ecosystem, logistics, and cloud services build seamless customer experiences, while Apple shows how design, branding, and tightly controlled supply chain partnerships support premium pricing and strong customer loyalty. Section 6 focuses on measuring and monitoring value chain performance, so improvements stick. In this part, we cover the right KPIs, audit practices, and feedback mechanisms to ensure you can track progress, learn from outcomes, and continuously refine processes for sustained gains. Choose meaningful KPIs that reflect cost efficiency and operational effectiveness, such as COGS, ROA, cycle time, throughput, and inventory turnover. Tracking both financial and efficiency metrics gives a balanced view of where the value chain is profitable and where processes need attention to improve performance. Continuous improvement requires discipline. Conduct regular audits to ensure compliance and best practices, and establish feedback loops that capture insights from customers, suppliers, and frontline teams. Use those signals to implement corrective actions quickly and to institutionalize learning across the organization. As we conclude, remember that mastering the value chain is a strategic journey, not a one-time project. It combines careful analysis, targeted optimization, and ongoing measurement, all aligned with your business goals to create sustainable competitive advantage and better profitability over time. To recap, we covered value chain analysis, optimization strategies like process improvement and supplier collaboration, strategic trade-offs such as integration versus outsourcing, and the importance of measurement and continuous learning. These elements together create a roadmap for improving margins and customer value in any industry. Finally, take action by applying the tools and frameworks discussed to your own operations. Prioritize changes based on impact, and commit to continuous learning and adaptation as market conditions evolve. Small, consistent improvements across the value chain compound into meaningful results over time. Thank you for watching and engaging with this presentation on value chain mastery. I hope you now feel equipped to analyze your operations, identify high-impact opportunities, and begin implementing changes that lead to stronger performance and sustainable growth.